This message is for, sorry about that. This message is for Sagittarius for April 2022. My name is Danielle. This is DANIELEMENT Tarot. Check out the link for my book in the description box below. Tarot verse, Rhymes to Learn Tarot. If you want to learn the cards. Fun book. What's the situation for you, Sagittarius? 5 of Pentacles. All right, you're being led astray here. You're being led astray. We have 8 of Pentacles reverse, 6 of Pentacles. All right, so much Pentacle energy right off the bat. So this probably has to do with finances. 10 of Swords and Page of Swords and King of Pentacles. All right, you're definitely being led down the wrong path. In your career or with some business project, someone is giving you all this advice, and I think that you're taking it, but you're being led totally down a rabbit hole. And it's distracting you from the work that you actually need to get done. I think someone is encouraging you to be more obsessed with like the branding of the business. And while that may be important, you're still working on getting the fundamentals to be solid. You like, your philosophy maybe was like, if the fundamentals are solid, like the branding will happen naturally, but they're really encouraging you to focus on like social media and branding, and that has its place, but I don't think it's the time for it right now because they're totally leading you astray and you're not focusing on the important things to really make this a success. And you feel inclined to listen to them because they've had several business ventures before, and they're like, hey, look, I'm doing you a favor, like I'm giving you all this free advice, but they just, and that's great, but I don't think they really understand your vision and what you're trying to accomplish here. So or they're just in a different place, either like socioeconomic status or something, or they don't really understand the market that you're trying to reach. So while well-intentioned, I think they're leading you astray. And like you're going to suffer for it big time if you keep going down this path. 10 of Swords. There's someone who's like kind of like an onlooker in this whole situation. Page of Swords, like they're spying on you. And it might be through this person. This might be where the problem sets in, because they're encouraging you to brand the business. They're like, putting up all these social media pages and everything, but you're not ready to debut it yet. And the problem is somebody's looking on and they're going to start stealing all these ideas and they're going to undercut you. And they're going to reap the financial benefits if you keep listening to this person. You have to be careful. I don't think it's like dead set this is what's going to happen. Yeah, you feel like you're burning the candle at both ends here. You're giving to the business, you're listening to this person, and this is a Star card. And like normally it's like this is about like you have the abundance to give to everyone, but I don't know if you do in this situation. Like you're being a little too giving right now. You're being a little too giving. Like they might have even encouraged you, like, give out this stuff for free. And like maybe that's good, like to do some kind of promo, but you got to reel it back in. Like they're looking at your situation as though you're in a position to invest a whole bunch of money and everything into this, and you do need to invest in it, but you're not in a position to invest in it the way they're expecting you to. And which means you're not going to be able to accomplish it in the timeline that they have in their head for some arbitrary reason, and someone else might come in and steal this idea out from under you, or at least you feel that way. I don't know if that's, I don't feel like that's definitely going to happen, but there's eyes on you, so it's making you nervous. The Empress. Yeah, I think once you make it clear the direction you want to go into this person, or I don't, like, they might not even hear. I think, yeah, no, I think once you make it clear, you're going to be in a much freer position to be creative. And that's like what you have to kind of convey. Like, you're not in the position to like go off the rails with this just yet. You're still laying the foundation. And like, I appreciate the advice and everything, and I'll keep it in mind, and I'll get back in touch with you when I'm ready for this. But I need to find ways to make it work for me. And this is like, what you're telling me is not practical right now. The Emperor and the Empress. Okay. I do believe this communication is going to open things up. They're going to hear you. They're going to hear you, and you're going to come to a much greater understanding, and now you're on the same page, and you're going to be, they're still going to tend to push you, but they have information and secrets that you don't know. But the thing is, what they don't know, you have information and secrets that they don't know. You are going to make a really good team once the communication opens up, once you really like tell them, like, look, you're leading me down a path of financial ruin here because I can't invest what you're asking me to invest into this project, but I need to take it slower. And once you convey that, you're going to make a really good partnership here. Emperor and Empress. Yeah, like then it might take off. Then it might take off to the point where you can start to invest everything. I feel like this all happens really quick. Like this all happens in the month of April, like in the first half of April. And like where you start out like, oh my God, like I'm going down this path of destruction. Before you know it, you're an Emperor and Empress energy, like making things happen. And it's going to be a little tricky. Like things are going to happen so quick that you're like, oh, I don't know if I can handle this. Like, can I keep everything balanced? 2 of Pentacles reversed. Can I keep it, like your social life, everything that's going to take back burner. Like you're going to devote yourself completely. And that might be part of what the communication that happens here too. Once you open up to them, like, look, I can't dedicate myself to this. They're going to be like, well, you have to. Like that's part of business. That's part of making this work. There's going to be a lot of helpful communication once you open up about how you're feeling on this. And it's going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult, and you're still going to have this lingering doubt that someone is going to come in and swipe this out from under you. I don't think this person that's giving you advice and stuff, they're not sneaky. They're not going to like give your idea away or to anyone or anything, but there's someone spying here. There's definitely someone spying who wants to get in on the action. The Hierophant reversed. But they don't have what it takes. They don't have what it takes. They don't have the know-how you know. They don't have the know-how you have. They don't have the mentor you have. They're a wannabe. They're a wannabe. They're just a copycat. They don't have what it takes. And even though you're nervous about it, it doesn't matter. I think what makes you nervous about this is going back to this King of Pentacles here, is they do have more financial resources to start off with. But they don't have the know-how like you do. They don't have like, you have like a gift here. You have secrets. And that's why you have this mentor, because they see that about you. They see that you have the gift. They see that you can take this all the way. Queen of Cups. Yeah, once all your plates are spinning, once you realize that this is like yours and that nobody can take it from you, you become all about it. Like, whereas you had your doubts in the beginning, you weren't dedicating yourself completely, now you're all about it. This is like your baby. Like, you got this. There are going to be some delays. You're going to need to step back once in a while in order to make this successful, because if you get too wrapped up in it, you're going to you get so wrapped up in it now that you're going to have to force yourself to take a step back and like go eat dinner. King of Wands reversed. 8 of Cups reversed. 2 Cups. 3 of Swords reversed. All right. So you're going to have to take a step back every once in a while. And once you do that, things are going to come to you. Like, every time there's a delay or an issue and you want to troubleshoot it, you need to take a step back. And that's when that's when the answers come to you. And I think if you don't take a step back, you run the risk of like extreme frustration. So it's important that you do that. Extreme frustration to the point where you're going to feel like walking away, and it's going to crash this entire partnership. I think this is the key right here. It's like you need to, once you become completely involved, and then it's almost like you become so invested that now it gets in your head. So you really need to take your time with it. Ooh, it's a real balancing act here. It's a real balancing act. I do believe there are going to be some setbacks as far as you and your mentor. There's going to be some difficulties. There's going to be some fighting, but it's nothing that you won't be able to overcome, because we had the Three of Swords in reverse. Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, Ace of Swords. What? Oh my God, yeah. So by the end of April, like everything's coming together and coming in quick. Like you put in all this hard work, and then all of a sudden you're getting like financial backing, you're getting a bunch of social media support, like people are coming in and they want to work with you. Like it all comes together at the end of April, where, yeah, I mean, how it doesn't get any better than that, right? All right, that's awesome. Looks good, Sagittarius, looks good. All right, let me know what this is all about in the comments down below, and see you next time.